You guys are all here because you are probably, at least 99% of you are iTOVi scanners. In other words, you have the handheld scanner. I just want to make it really clear we are not talking about the face scanner today. So we're only talking about the handheld scanner. Okay. So I think that's important to differentiate. Thank you to those of you who filled out the registration questions. The reason I asked them is I needed to know of all of you on here who has the app, mobile app, who has the web app, who has no app with us. So what I've come to realize is that you guys are all over the board. So you're going to have to be patient with me as I'm speaking to kind of a wide audience of people that have different experiences with iYuga. Again, I mean, hopefully everyone on here has at least heard of iYuga, but we're going to show you what it is. And I really want to focus today on showing you how to scan somebody or scan yourself, but really predominantly scan somebody else and to walk through the simple steps. They're very logical steps, but if you've never done them before, it might be confusing. And so that's why we're on together. We're recording this. And I've created an iYuga wheel to present from because that's what I do. I put everything in iYuga wheels. And you guys are all going to get that wheel. Now, as soon as the recording is done and I can get it off my YouTube and put it into the wheel, I'll just update the wheel because I'm going to have you all clone this wheel. You may not know what that means yet, but you'll know here in a bit. So let me just say, my name is Kelly Ellerbrake. I think I know most people, not quite everybody on here. I am an entrepreneur at heart. I've been in education. I've been in real estate. I've been in direct sales, health and wellness for the last 13 years. And about 2.5, 3 years ago, I decided to get into tech. I don't know, weak moment, yes. But the reality was when I was approached by Terry and Gordon about what the concept was, I fell in love with it immediately. I knew it would solve problems for me in my direct sales business. It could have worked for me in education. It certainly could have worked for me in real estate. And I just wanted to be part of it because it's a solution for basically anybody that wants to share information. So I wanted to introduce Gordon. He's our Chief Technical Officer. He's in the blue
Hey.
shirt up there. He's one of the co-founders as well. And then Lisa Banter is going to help me today. She's going to admit people and answer questions. It's really, really important because I'm moving quickly. And if you've been on one of my presentations, you know, it's my favorite thing to do is to use the wrong word for something else. So if you're confused, because rightly so, I've said something that didn't make sense, ask for clarity in the chat, and somebody that knows me well will correct me and make sure you understand what it is that I'm saying. So, again, we've got multiple companies being represented on here because iTOVi doesn't scan just for one company. I think they scan for 7 or 8. So there's different companies represented on here. And I'm speaking to all of you. I don't really care which company you're with. You're all independent contractors. You're all here to increase business and to know how this works. And so we're just super, super grateful that you're on here. Um, like I said, I'm going to be teaching from a wheel. I'm going to go ahead and screen share now. And because we do have people on here that actually do not even know what iYuga is, we're going to do a 1 minute. Let me tell you what iYuga is, why we created it, and show it to you on the computer first. Because if you didn't know what iYuga was and I jumped straight into the mobile app, which is where we're going to do 90% of the presentation, you're going to be confused to start off with. So let's do this. Let's put iTOVi aside for a moment. We know what iTOVi is. It's an app on your mobile. Let's set it aside for a second. Who are we? We are an app that's on the desktop and mobile both, just like Canva, for example. On the desktop, which is what you're looking at now, I'm showing this to you now because it's big and easy to show it to you. I'm going to log in. Now you're going to go, if you don't have the desktop version, you're going to log into web.iyuga.net. Now let me tell you, before you just go set it up, I want you to use the email that you use with your iTOVi scanner. I'm going to explain that to you why in a little bit, but it's critical because if you don't, your iTOVi scanner and your iYuga app will not talk to each other because they recognize email addresses. So if you don't have the web app or the mobile app yet, be sure to use the email that you have with your iTOVi scanner, which you can easily go to your iTOVi scanner, look under your profile. It's right there, the email that you use, and then sign up for this product with that. Now, when you sign up, our app is free. So you don't have to worry about that. We'll talk about other options later. But so right now I'm going to log in so I can just tell you what we are. We are a solution. It's called a SaaS app. We are a solution for anybody who wants to take information that's out there in the wild, wild west. I don't care if it's your grandma's recipes, if it's how to adopt a dog, if it's how to create a garden, if it's a trip to Italy, or if it's how to talk to your employees. I don't care what it is. If you can think it up, you can wheel it, you can put it into a wheel. So, the first cool thing is that our app lets you create wheels to get you organized, either personally or with your team or with your company, whatever. And so the second thing is you're building little microsites of information so that you can educate your team, educate your audience, educate your followers, educate your children on the chores that need to be done. And again, I don't care what you put in a wheel, but the idea is that you easily build it. Now you're organized, you share it. Now you're helping somebody else move through a solution. I like to call these solution wheels. So on the web app, when I say web app, you're on your desktop app. This is where you build your ad space. I mean, I'm literally in the free app right now. So you can go in and you can build. These are all wheels that I have built, right? And actually, I built one for today's presentation. So we're going to open that up right now. Now, at the end of this, for anybody that wants to stay on, that needs to watch me demonstrate building a wheel, feel free to stay on. I'm not going to do that right now because we don't have time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you what I want to teach you today in a wheel. Why? I want you to see it. Number one, I was able to get all my thoughts together in a wheel. Now I get to present it in a wheel, and I'm going to gift this wheel to you. So now you get to take it all with you if you want to revisit it. That's the beauty of these wheels. So we're going to pop into the very first segment. And here's what we're going to talk about. I've kind of done it already. What is iYuga? Why did we partner with iTOVi, and how does that work? I want today for all of you on here to have the free web app and the free mobile app using the iTOVi email. I know I've said it twice. I'm going to say it again and over. And I'm going to demo the iTOVi process when I'm an iTOVi scanner. I own a scanner. The reason I'm even here today talking to iTOVi people and have the partnership with iTOVi is because I've scanned hundreds and hundreds of people. And I wasn't getting the business from the scans that I had hoped. My fault. My follow-up wasn't as good as it could be. But when I realized that the iTOVi app and the iYuga app could talk to each other, I knew we needed to talk to Cy Tidwell, the owner of iTOVi. He was impressed. We became partners. And now every time you scan yourself or somebody else, you have the option of sharing either the iTOVi report with them, the one we've all known, or share their report, their content in an iYuga wheel. And we're going to talk about the benefits and why that's different from the other report, not just the style of the report, which is obvious, but what are the additional features and why would you choose one over the other? Okay. We're going to talk about the earnings program because you as iTOVi scanners need to understand that you have the opportunity with our app to actually earn commissions by scanning people. And I'm going to show you how that works. And then for those of you that don't have the apps yet, I'm going to talk to you about a promotional gift we're going to give you, and then I'm going to do the demo for you. Okay. So some of this I've already talked about. We're going to do it again. The iTOVi mobile app connects and talks to our app. So get this. This is how smart developers are. And I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole, but when you scan somebody in the iTOVi app, it automatically makes an iYuga account for them. They just need to know it and they need to tap into it. Their report is sitting there in the atmosphere, waiting for you to literally teach them that that wheel is sitting there and how they can access it. And now, you guys, we can do it on mobile entirely. We've been waiting for this. So, so again, if you don't have the web app, you're going to go to web.iyuga.net. That's the desktop app. And we're in both mobile stores. So whether you're on Android or whether you're on iOS, go to your prospective store. You need to download the mobile app first before you go scanning anybody. Use the same email that you use for iTOVi and make sure both the computer app and the mobile app, you're using the same email because you want all your wheels and all your information to triangulate, right? You want it all to be updating at the same time. If you delete it from one, it deletes from the other, so on and so forth. Now, I'm going to say this right here, right now. I need to know in the chat who on here owns a Samsung Galaxy. I need you to tell me if you own a Samsung Galaxy because we're having some trouble with that phone. So we know we're going to need to give you some special attention. So I'm going to say that right now. So put that in the chat if you own it. And then you go get the apps and you let us know if you've had any trouble.
A
I've already.
Samsung Galaxy, if you give the number, the model number too, as
Oh,
well,
thank you.
correct?
Yeah, give the model number. Good job. Okay, I guess some are working. That means to me some are working and
Almost all of them are working, just a few are a little finicky.
okay,
Mhm.
okay. Great. Now, I'm going to restate again from the iYuga desktop app. That's where we build wheels. You cannot build a wheel on your mobile. On your mobile, you can see all your wheels. You can use them. I could be in a parking lot and pull one up. I can also share very easily, but I can't build wheels on my mobile. Okay, this is what it looks like. Hey guys, in the App Store, do us a favor. We're a brand new app. We need 5-star reviews. Please give us a 5-star review or a 5-star, yeah, I think it's called a review, rating. And don't expect it to show up right away. Sometimes they sit on them for weeks before they actually show up in the App Store. What do you know? Okay, here we go. Let's go. We're going to give you the steps, and here's why. Here's why I'm going to gift you this wheel, why I want you to clone this wheel. It's because the first time I go over these steps, you're going to be a little confused. But you guys, if you've downloaded apps before, you've done most of these behaviors before, but I'm giving it to you in writing step by step. So here I am. This is truly how I scan somebody. And my scanning has quadrupled since the mobile app has been out. And my business is, I'm doing much better in my business that I wasn't doing very well in. And I stopped scanning people and I started again for all the reasons we're going to talk about. So I'm standing there with somebody and I hand them my phone. I'm sorry, I hand them the scanner. I pull up the iTOVi app and I scan them, right? The email that I just put in there or have in their form, if they're already a past customer, is the same email that they need to use when they download the iYuga app so they can read their report wheel. Okay, so if I haven't beat that to death, it's got to be the same email or they won't talk. So you're going to scan yourself or another. When the scan is done, you're going to go into the report. You guys recognize this. This is just a report that I did, a scan that I did. This is familiar, isn't it, on the bottom? So the way we've always done it is the little green circle, and we can send it to their text or whatever. If you want to send it to them in a wheel and do all the various other things I'm going to teach you how to do to really secure that relationship with your customer, you're going to actually click the beta wheel. Click it once, give it a minute to think. It's putting a lot of stuff together. I have a habit of clicking it like 4 times, and one time, give it 3 seconds, it will download. So you're going to click the wheel. And again, you're going to get this wheel from me. So you're going to get all these directions. Okay. Now, when you click that wheel, you click on the iYuga wheel. The idea is they're sitting on my phone, right? I'm on my phone. They're just holding the scanner. I got to get this information from my phone to their phone, don't I? And so I'm going to do the same thing. When I share the wheel, do you see the share button? Now, this share button that I have circled down there, that's for iOS. If you have Android, you're just going to use the three dots on the top to share with. Just find the share button. Either way, no matter which share button you hit, no matter which phone you're on, this is the pop-up that comes up. I'm still on my phone. I've got to get this information to their phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share. I'm not going to click any of those options right there, you guys. I'm going to hit the share button. I want this message on their phone, don't I? Because if they clicked get the app, who's getting the app? I'm getting it. I already have it. I want them to get the app, but I've got to get this message onto their phone. So hit the share button, text it to them. Don't send it any other way. Text it to them. They're standing right next to you with their phone. Let's make this fast and simple. So you text them this, and then they have this message. They're going to click get the app. Whether they're on Android or iOS, it doesn't matter. The phone will recognize which they're on and it will open up in their appropriate store. And they're going to go get the app. Okay. So you're going to, if you click that share button right there, it goes, how do you want to share it? Make sure you text it. Okay. Now you've texted it to them. So now they're going to open up on their phone a text. You guys recognize this, right? The difference is you sent the wheel instead of sending the iTOVi report. Now they have it in their text. Okay. Nothing different. This is how we've always done it. Now they're on their phone. Here's one step that is different. And here's why this step is really important for you guys. So when they click go to the App Store, before it takes them to the App Store, we have you protected. We have a pop-up that comes up and it says, hey, providing your email lets us give credit to the owner of this wheel. We need to connect them, because if they went directly to the App Store, they're not connected to you. They have to put their email in. From here, when they hit submit, it takes them to the App Store. They're going to sign up in the App Store. And guess what? That wheel's sitting there waiting for them. Their report is in their mobile app already waiting for them. Now, let's say you're scanning someone that you've scanned 100 times, but they don't have the mobile app, right? Same thing, right? Let's say you're scanning someone again that does have the mobile app. They can just log in. They don't need to go get the app, do they? They're just going to open up their iYuga app if they already have it on mobile. So what you're doing here is you're sharing information so that they can go get the mobile app from the mobile store, but they have to provide their email. That make sure that email that they put in here is what? The email they just got done using in the iTOVi app. So it shows up in their iYuga app. Okay. Now you download it. And I already said this 100 times, number 6, so I'm not going to repeat it again. So now they've got the app. Now we want to go show them their report. So let's go locate it for them. So here we are. As soon as here's what you have to remember. Guys, I don't care which app you're downloading. It could be a banking app, it could be anything. When you download a new app, for security reasons, it's going to have you verify that you downloaded that app. They're going to send that to you via the email that you just submitted for them, that they just submitted in their text. So they got to go to their email and say, yep, that's me. And then the app will download for them. Okay. So that you have to verify, and that was what I actually skipped over here. I was thinking it was something else. They must verify, number 6, that their new iYuga app, they must verify it via their email. So stop and say, okay, check your email. It'll be right there. Have them click verify email. When they click verify email, it takes them into their app. They don't have to go anywhere else. It is so the steps are so simple. So what I want you to do, you guys, is find somebody you've never scanned before, have the wheel open, and go through the steps. And you'll be like, oh, okay, that was really easy. It's kind of logical. We're walking you through the steps with the pop-ups. Okay, so now they're in their mobile. I'm going to show this to you live in just a second. Now they're in the iYuga mobile app. You need to take them to folders, not wheels, folders. And already in their folder is this folder right here. It's going to be their only folder when they go in if they've never used iYuga before. And they're going to click on the iTOVi report. That's going to take them into their iTOVi reports. And they're going to click on that. So let's take a look at this. Can you guys see my phone? My mobile pulled up? Okay, thanks,
Yes.
Lisa. Okay, so here we are. I'm in the app. I have a bunch of wheels, right? Because I've created a ton of wheels. But I don't want to find it over here. I'm going to go over to folders. I'm going to go into iTOVi reports, whatever company you scan for, that automatically is in there. And then I'm going to open up a scan. The scan will be right there. So now they're on their phone looking at their own scan, and you can have somebody else now scanning with your phone while you're working with the next person, right? I love this. So I open it up, and here's what you're looking at. So here I have five, but I scanned for five. You can scan for three or seven or 10 or however. I always scan for five. You've got all these different segments. Of course, I can see what they are. All I have to do is click the title button. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to open one up. And this is holy basil, Tulsi. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to show you guys a couple really cool, quick things. So everything that you would find in the iTOVi report is right here, but it's all in a beautiful wheel. So when you go in here, if I go into product insights, if I click down, it takes a second for all to download. I've got uses, directions for use. I have everything, right? The plant part, it's all in here. Just click on the drop down. Everything is there. So when I'm done with oops, excuse me, that's operator error. When I'm done with this right here, I'm actually just, instead of Xing out to go to the next oil, I'm just going to swipe it. Bam, I'm at the next oil. Bam, I'm at the next oil. Now I can also scan to emotions. How cool is that? I can scan to my body systems, all right there. It's so, so simple. Okay, that's where you find it. You find it actually in the folders, and it will automatically be there for them. So every one of you has a scanner. I want you to go get the app. I want you to scan yourself. You're going to go into your app and you're going to look into folders and you're going to view your report in the mobile app. Now, here's what's happened. Your customer has the free iYuga app because you just had them download it. Now they have this scan right there. It's not lost in an email that they have to go back to in 2 weeks and try to find. It's no longer buried in a text. They have it in the free iYuga app. And every time you scan them, it falls in there for them. So that's just really, really important. They can also access their iTOVi report in in the actual gallery. I'll show you that in a minute on the desktop. So it's not just in the mobile. That's where we scan people from typically, right? We have mobiles, but they can go home and they can build wheels, they can look at their reports because we're just not an app for individual people who want to build wheels. We also work with companies like iTOVi who are reporting companies because those reports can be turned into wheels, which are much easier to understand the information, but that person can also keep it in their own ecosystem so they don't have to go out and find it again. Now, let me be clear, you guys. Have you ever run into somebody that says, oh, I don't want to download the app. I don't care about the report? Because right now with iTOVi, you have to download the app to see the report. If your person absolutely says, I don't want to download the app, they can click no thanks. That was an option. They can go right here and say no thanks. And the actual wheel will open up on their phone. They don't have to download the app. We're not going to force people to do that to see the report. But you as a business person, you want that to be with them. You want to get them to download the app. When they download the app, they're your referral. So if they ever choose with us to upgrade their account with iYuga, which they may in the future, you're going to get paid every month off of their subscription level. I think that's hugely important. So let's keep going around here. That's how you locate and view the wheel. Let's just talk a very brief moment, you guys, for especially for those of you that don't know. This is the icing on the cake. This is where your relationship really starts with your customer. Thousands of people are out there scanning. But I have talked to thousands of scanners, and very few of them are able to take a scan into a customer. And iYuga does this so well by virtue of you being able to share other system wheels with them. So maybe they just enrolled and you scanned them. Maybe give them the new to oils wheel. Maybe sleep was their problem. Give them a sleep wheel, right? Let them clone wheels. And this isn't a cloning session, but you need to know that every wheel that exists inside the Yuga platform, we've got thousands of users, we've got thousands of wheels, and we're all sharing our wheels for the most part. I think 80 something percent of our wheels that are created are not private, they're public for everyone to share and use each other's wheels. So you can put a wheel inside another wheel. That's what I've done here. That's why you're looking at these wheels. These are other wheels I've popped right into this because I want to say to you, don't ever scan somebody and not give them a secondary wheel to support them. Confused people, unsupported people don't click. They don't buy. They will not follow. They will not come back. So why not support them the minute you're standing there after you've scanned them? Give them a wheel that's important to them. The wheels exist within our iYoga app. You just got to go find them or create them yourself. Okay, I want to talk for a minute about the earnings program. I think this is really important. So I just said to you that if you want to earn commissions on our app when you scan people, most of the people you scan will never upgrade. That's okay. That's not your job to get them to upgrade. But if they go in and see the value of our app, they might want to start doing their recipes on a wheel or their family vacations or their kids' chores or their own business on wheels. And if they upgrade because they want some of the upgraded features, then all of a sudden, if you are part of the earnings program, you can look in your quote unquote back office in iYuga and you'll see, oh my gosh, I was wondering where this check came from. I see a couple of the people I scanned have upgraded. I didn't even know that. And they're upgrading because you continue to share wheels with them. That's why. So when I create a new wheel, I get it out to all the people that I'm scanning, right? I share it with them. And so when you share it with them and they open it up on their phone, they just have to click the clone button and now it's in their own free iYuga app. Again, we don't have time to go over all of that. Just know that actually exists. So in the earnings program, you have to be a premium or higher subscriber, period. You can't be free. We're not going to pay you if you're free. We have Essential, which just gives you a few more features. You have to be premium or plus or higher if you want to be part of the earnings program. So if you are part of the earnings program and you're a premium, you get 5% every single month back from anyone that upgrades. If you're Pro Suite, you get double that. You get 10%. Now, if you're an ambassador, you know you guys are different. These are for non-ambassador people, okay? And also, once you're premium or higher, you've got your referral portal and your analytics. Hey, by the way, our app, you can search, I've talked to you about this already. You can search for other people. So up in the search bar on the top left, if I didn't have the wheel open, you can find all kinds of wheels, but be sure to go over to our gallery, iYuga gallery, and there's all kinds of wheels in there, like our quick start guide, our workshops. And by the way, be looking in the user group and the founding ambassador group. We're actually coming together to do wheel jams, and they start next week, I think. We'll be posting it after this event, probably tomorrow. We're going to all come on and build wheels together. Get your coffee, get your whatever. We're going to build together. So, okay, please, everybody on here, please, at a minimum, join our Facebook user group. Okay. Even if you're an ambassador, please join the Facebook user group. And I was just going to show it to you. I thought I was on it, but let's just see if I can find it real quick. Okay. It looks like this. iYuga community user group. So this should increase by at least 30 people, right? So if you don't belong to the user group, please jump in there and you'll see when we have these wheel jams, when we have different features that we launch, whatever, whatever. Okay. Let me get back to my wheel that I booted myself out of. So make sure that you follow and engage. If you need help within the app, you can hit the little button, the bug button, or you can always email us at support@iyuga.net. Now, for those of you that are on here, because we're in beta means that we're a newer app. We have glitches. We are new tech. And so if you upgrade, we're giving everybody who upgrades their very first year gets 50% off right off the bat. Everybody. But if you don't have the app yet, for anybody that's on this event, because you are an iTOVi, a friend of our partner, you're here because you're a friend of iTOVi's. If you want to upgrade and you want to use this as a business tool, you can upgrade. You have to go in and use the code PS200 forever because your Pro Suite, which is 500 a year, is not going to be 250. You're going to get 65% off. And not just the first year. Guys, that locks you in every single year. It is the only coupon that we offer that locks you in at this price every single year. You do pay every year. It's 200 and not 500. So again, you'll earn commissions, you get a ton more space. There's all kinds of features you get with that. Okay. And then just the last thing I'm going to mention because we always do. Um, I love this quote so much. This is so true. This is an investor principle. We are an app that still is looking for investment. The highest return, you guys, comes from backing technology or investing in technology at the moment they're ready to scale. For us, that's because we launched mobile. So if you are interested in even just receiving information on investing, type the word investment in and we're going to get you that information. That's all you're asking for is just information, no commitment. We just want to get that out to you. Okay. What questions do you guys have? We'll take questions for a few minutes and then you can stay on if you want a demo. Gordon, do you have any comments, by the way?
No, that was very good and thorough, and you did fantastic.
Oh, Gordon, thank you. He's like my brother.
So
We
I just
worked
want to
every
actually
every
follow
day
up.
together for 3 years.
I know
What?
we're family. Just want to follow up on
Great.
Deborah's question about why it's important for your iTOVi email to match your iYuga account email. It's because that's
Mhm.
what a referral program works through is our emails. So just to confirm, if you need support changing your email either on iTOVi or have iYuga change your current existing account email, then we can do that for you too, because it's really important that they match. So just reach out to us and we'll handle that for you.
And I'm going to second that. It's really not just because that is one thing if you're part of the earnings program, but let's say you're not part of the earnings program. It's still critical because if I scan and my iTOVi scanner is one email and my Yuga account is other email, do you think I'm ever going to find my wheels in my iYuga account? I won't. My scans won't be there because they talk through email. So that's the second reason. To get your scan in your iTOVi app, it has to match. The iTOVi has to match the iYuga, those emails. So if they don't now, you want to let us know that and we'll help you out. Um, yeah. And I'm going to tell you, it's easier for you to email support at iTOVi because it's easier for them to change your email than it is for us if you already have wheels. So again, don't want to complicate things, but if that makes sense to you, go to iTOVi and have that email match the one that you have set up with iYuga. It's much easier, and they're totally willing to do that. Okay, you're welcome, Deborah. Okay, any other questions from anybody? Okay. So I don't know, is there anybody on here that wants to see a demo of wheel building? Because a lot of you have seen this, and I'd rather you go build your own wheel than watch me build one if you don't need a demo. So please type in the chat demo if you want to see a demo? Anybody that has never seen one? And otherwise, does anybody else have any more questions? Please unmute yourself now is your chance. Anybody?
I have one quick question.
Yeah, I am.
So, how are you?
Good, good.
Hey.
Thank you.
Great information. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if I send it to someone for the very first time, they go to the app and get it and they can see it. After that, what happens? Like, do I still share? Do I still go down and share it and it goes straight to
That's a great question. Yeah,
app?
let's just pull that up real quick and we'll give you the visual of that. So if you scan them, you're still going to do this step, right? You're still going to send them the wheel. You have to send them. They don't own the scanner. They don't own the iTOVi app. You are scanning them. So you send that to them. When this comes up, they're not going to click get the app. You're going to literally say, no thank. Oh no, I'm sorry. You have to share it with them first. That is correct. And then, so once you text it to them, they're just going to hit login if they already own the app. Okay. Now, Gordon, right here, if they clicked cancel, does it show them the wheel?
Yeah, they can see it right in their browser.
Okay. So yeah, you could click, you can either, so cancel, here's the difference between cancel and login. You've already sent them the wheel. It's on their text. This comes up next. They already own the app, right? So they're either going to log into their app or they can say no thanks and they'll view it on the mobile responsive, not within the app, just within the URL. Okay. But just because you've done it that way, they need to still realize their report's sitting in their app waiting for them. Yeah. Does that answer that, Anne?
Yeah, I just want to make one thing, touch on one more point about that. So
Mm,
once the person's in has their iYuga account and they're logged in, anytime
mm.
that you scan that person with that email that matches the iYuga account, that wheel's going to be in a folder on their gallery. So you don't need to keep sharing the thing to them over and over again. You can say, "Hey, I scanned you." And now you can, I mean, it's nice if someone text to a link on the wheel, but if they just want to open up the app on their phone, it'll automatically be in the folder for them already.
Yeah, and that's a good point. So there's no reason really to take them through even the no thanks or anything because you can just say, oh, hey, Tom, I've scanned you before. Hey, it's in your iYuga app. And just remind them to go open their iYuga app, right? And they'll have their scan right there in their folders. But again, I really challenge you guys to get those scanners out and have a wheel ready. Which wheel are you going to support your brand new scanny with? Right? Which is that? So have a wheel ready. And after I scan someone, because I've got lots of different wheels, when I say, hey, I noticed you had a sleep oil come up and you shared with me that's a problem. Let me quickly show you in your new app where your report is, and I'm going to gift you this wheel real quick. Now, I can either text them that wheel, because I think most people on here know what I'm talking about. I can either text them the wheel from my app, or what else could I do? Well, I can do this. I can say to them, hang tight here. I'm going to go back out of here. So I can say to them, because I'm in my gallery, right? So they could literally, now it's a little bit hard because this is me, but let's pretend like they're in their own app right now. They can go down here and they can search. They can search the wheel. So if they typed in sleep, I don't think this will come up because I'm in my own. I
Yeah.
think, oh, let me go to wheel. May not show me my own wheels because I'm logged in as me. But oh, here it is. Okay. So teach them. Oh, here, go to your search bar, type in the word sleep. I have a wheel for you. There you go. And guess what? That wheel is now, if they clone it, are they going to clone? Oh, I can't clone it because it's my wheel. Okay, but let's do this just for the sake of okay, so this is not my wheel. This is Jessica Carter's. So if I go in and I said, "Oh, great, you found my wheel," and they click this, oh, it's not a clonable wheel. Okay, oh yeah, it is. Go down here. Do you see where it says clone? Now, great. Now you have my sleep. Oh, okay. Do you see the top? She is not letting people clone it. Let's pretend like it was a clonable wheel, for goodness sake. So beautiful wheel. I wish it was clonable, but maybe she's not done with it and doesn't want it yet to be cloned. Totally fair. So help them, like show them how to use the app. Tell them to go in and find all these answers for themselves. People buy from people that are supported, right? And that's what you're doing with this. Your iYuga app should be just habit. I have literally had somebody in the target line download the app so that I could share a sleep wheel with them. Because we were both I was in the toothbrush aisle, they were in the sleep aids. We started talking. And so I was able to do that. And so sometimes I use iYuga to help me enroll. Sometimes when I enroll, always when I enroll, I do my membership overview with iYuga. They are never unattached to me anymore because I'm doubling my business. Why wouldn't I do that? Right now, of course, I don't get referrals. You would double your business. You would be earning from doTERRA and you would be earning from iYuga, but it's a habit, just like anything. You got to get into that habit. Okay. Gordon, were there other
Yeah,
questions?
Elisa had a question. I was trying to text it, but I couldn't articulate it right. The question is,
Okay.
what about those in our iTOVi system who may be scanned again now? Just want to make sure that they use the same email to get their iYuga account. What if they no longer use that same address? So really, the past isn't really as important as in the moment
Yeah.
that you scan the person right now, they're providing you an email. And then you want to make sure that if they are creating an iYuga account, they're going to use that same email that they're using right now. And that is the email that they plan to use for their account so that they're linked into your referral system. The previous emails aren't really relevant towards linking the referral.
And if Gordon, let's say that Marion she's gonna scan somebody and they don't even know it, but they're already somebody else's referral. Is there a pop-up for them that says this email address, they're already, they're
So
already
that
enrolled with
pop-up
somebody else?
exists. That pop-up. So uh, when you scan somebody, they're going to, through this flow that Kelly showed you, they will ultimately end up at a sign up page. And when they sign up, that email that they gave you is going to be linked to a referral code. But they could have previously been scanned by someone last year and they just didn't even know it, that they're linked to them. So we're trying to make sure that you're locked in the finders keepers, right, for these referral codes. So when that person signs up, it'll say, oh, this account already belongs to this other referrer. So in the sign up process, you'll get the verification of whether this person is your referral or not after the sign up. Was that clear at all, Kelly?
Yeah, it was, but here's what I want you to know. Have you ever been like at an event and you scan someone, they're like, what? Somebody scanned me a year ago and what? I don't even know that person. Tell them to use a different email. Tell them to use a different email with you if you want them to be your referral because they're just going to come in as free. It's which account they go in and choose to upgrade that anyone makes anything. So I hope that makes sense, right? Because that is kind of the workaround because it drives me bananas. Like it's like we want to secure referrals for you, but I can't tell you how many people have gone and talked to iYuga about other people but never did a darn thing with it. And I feel like those referrals should be open. So tell them to use a different email. Okay, Gordon.
And this is a follow-up from Dana. So for existing customers, we should verify their email. I'm not quite sure what that.
Yeah, I would do that. So let's say you've scanned someone else. So Dana, when you guys, here's the deal. Go into it's easiest to do on your web app, your computer app. Every one of you go do this, not at this moment, but when you go in, you're going to go into your earnings portal. If you are not part of the earning program, oops, sorry, I'm going to log in as me really quick, okay? So I can show this. Support doesn't have an earnings portal, but I opened mine so I can demo it. Here we go. Okay. When you go into your earnings portal, if you had that pop-up that you just saw before, then you're not connected and you're not getting anything. So get connected, join the earnings program, but you have to be premium or higher to even join the earnings program. So when you go down here, now again, I don't have referrals, but when you go down here, I think we put some in here for the sake of, yeah. So when you go down here, if you see that person's name, I don't know. Yeah, you can search for a name, find out what email they're using, just hover over them. And although we don't give you the email, I would say if I'm scanning Rachel Garza, Garza, I would say, hey, the email you had is 14 at Gmail or something 14 at gmail.com. And she'll be like, oh, okay, that's where you can go get the email if they've scanned with you before. If they scanned with somebody else, you can't get into there. You don't know what email they use. The way you know they scanned with somebody else and the way they know is when the pop-up comes up and says they already belong to someone else. Well, that scan they can't access anymore, but have them scan with a new email. And that's the email that they want to get the iYuga app with, because then the scan you just did will pop right in there for them.
Yeah, we have some follow-ups about this, about from Christina saying it's easy to change a client's email to a new one in iTOVi. That's not really as necessary as making sure that your email is the same as the one on iYuga because you are the referrer on this. Having your client's email retroactively changed isn't really going to affect the
Yeah.
linking of your referral code. But if you're continuing to scan people from your iTOVi scanner and your email on iTOVi is different from the iYuga email, then iYuga's not knowing that you are collecting more referrals. So that's more of the concern.
Yeah, there's two separate things there, right? You need to collect your referrals, so you have to be connected to those emails. So make sure your iTOVi matches your iYuga. But when you're scanning someone, make sure because they don't have an iTOVi account. Just make sure that whatever you're scanning them with is the one they turn around and sign up for the app with, our app with, so that that report falls in there.
Yeah, Dana just had a good suggestion about that in the chat, saying just have a short discussion with them before they scan about the benefits of iYuga and using the same email in the scan as they're going to use for iYuga.
Totally beautiful, Dana.
Mhm.
Excellent. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, let's get out of here real quick. Anything else? Anybody? Okay, I think we are done. Gordon, did you cover everything?
Yay, I got it all.
Great. Hey, thanks for all the questions and comments, you guys. I really appreciate that. And thank you for being on. I know we lost some people. That's a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much,
That's a
everybody.
lot. Yeah, good. I'm glad you found this very helpful. Now go get out there and go scanning. Go build your wheels, go scan.
And we'll have the recording out for everybody very soon too.
Yeah. So guys, to get this wheel, if you want all those steps, just go on your mobile app or your web app and go search iYuga, find the wheel in there and just clone it. Now, the recording's not in there yet, but that's okay. I made it a synchronized wheel. So once I pop the recording in there, it'll automatically go out to all of your wheels. That's the beauty of a sync wheel. Okay.
All right.
Goodness gracious. Okay, everybody
Have
have
a
an
great day,
awesome
everybody.
day. Thank you.
See
Take
you
care.
soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.